Okay, focuses for kindergarten. My focus for kindergarten was teaching Riley how to read. I did that by solely using this book. It's ripped in disrepair, but I love this book. So that was probably my primary focus for kindergarten, was teaching Riley how to read. Basic math facts such as addition and subtraction, and getting used to the terminology and what those actually mean. Days of the week, months and seasons. Arts and crafts was a huge part of our curriculum for kindergarten. We did a craft almost every single day. And it was fun because we learned through doing those crafts. Music. So I introduced Riley to different kinds of music and instruments. So sometimes we would spend a week learning about jazz music and the next week learning about blues. And then I would play a particular piece from my phone or Pandora or wherever, and I would ask her to identify the type of music it is. And she did pretty well with that. I also used a lot of unit studies and themes. So we would take the whole month and look at oceanography, or we would look at butterflies, or we would look at dinosaurs, or we did a great month on the solar system. That was probably my favorite month. And we would study the planets, and we would create songs so that she would remember the planets in order, and we would do facts about the sun and the moon, and that was really exciting. Also writing, but writing was more just writing her name, writing very simple sentences, and learning how to hold the pencil properly. And then last, I made sure that she knew her address and her phone number. Obviously, this is not an exhaustive list of every single thing that we learned in kindergarten, but I thought I'd give you an overview of what we kind of focused on to help you if you're at all new, like I was, and I still am new, as to what to kind of focus on, or what I focused on maybe can help you. First grade. First grade, we focused on reading every single day. So by the end of kindergarten, she was reading pretty well, and we focused on expanding that reading. Towards the end of the year, she's reading chapter books. Reading comprehension, so making sure that she understood what she read so that she can answer questions pertaining to the reading. We did something like this. This is a daily language review, which I could not recommend enough. I'm going to search for it for second grade because it is spectacular. So in kindergarten, where I just wanted to do her name right and do simple sentences, for first grade, I wanted her to be able to write, a full paragraph properly. I paid attention to how she was actually writing the letters so that she formed letters correctly. It's hard to break that habit later on, so I wanted to make sure that she started off the right way right now so that she can develop it. And I also did things like this, spectrum reading, okay? And I also did this, which I absolutely loved. I finished this book and I'm looking for level 2 for second grade. This right here is pretty amazing. So all that stuff developed her language arts ability. I put advanced math on here, but what I mean by that is that I went through a whole workbook for her, and by the end of the year, she was doing subtraction, triple digits, double digits. She was doing a little bit more, from my opinion, what a first grader would do. I shifted her onto the second grade book. She started on the first grade, she finished that, and then I shifted to the second grade. She's currently still this summer working through the second grade book. So hopefully when we officially start school in August, maybe she'll be done with second grade and we can go on to third grade, but we'll see from that. Geography was another thing that I worked on for first grade. Looked a lot at the US map and the world map. We learned how to use a compass and northwest, east or south, and just learning about directions in general. And what was good about that is that it came full circle for us. So we looked a lot at the US map, like I said, so east coast and west coast and oceans and stuff like that, and states and provinces that are in Canada. But it was nice when we traveled to California. I was able to say, look, Riley, we're on the West Coast right now. We live on the East, now we're on the West Coast. Look at the ocean. This is the ocean. Focused on learning different kinds of music like I was in kindergarten. However, we listened to music a lot throughout the day. We sang along to it. She would sometimes hop onto YouTube and do scales online with them. And that's a great learning opportunity. If your kid is musically inclined at all and you are not, or you don't have the time or the skill or the money to pay somebody else, hop on YouTube, screen it first, of course, and there are tons of teachers on there that want to teach your kids and can teach your kids in such a friendly way. And they can do scales with them, they can do note recognition. It's wonderful. And then we did some history. I learned a lot of things to teach out of history out of this book right here. I had it for kindergarten as well. And again, I'll order it for second grade. It's just a great resource if you are not sure what direction to take for history or any subject, math, English, geography. It's all right here, and it gives you such a great outline. Again, for second grade, if you watched my last video, you'll know what I'm about to say, but I'll be very quick. So I'm going to read more chapter books with her for second grade. I'm going to do more advanced math if I can push her to third grade, but really not just push her, but I want her to know the material. I don't mind slowing down and having her really know the material, but I'm just going to keep pushing her on. Word problems in math. Time and money. Time and money is something that really should have covered more extensively in first grade. But as we took the end of the year assessments, I noticed that she had trouble with some time and money problems. So my job as a teacher is to really focus in on time and money this year so that she nails it. Again, spelling, science. We did a little bit of science in kindergarten. We didn't do any in first grade, I have to admit. So we're going to bring that back in second grade because she's expressed great interest in science. Geography, we're still going to continue with geography. And then the last focus is getting outside and joining some extracurricular activities. That is also a priority. Dance, gymnastics, swim, or music lessons, or whatever we can do within our budget, and also whatever sparks her interest. So that's it. So I hope you find this video helpful. Of course, it's not the be-all end-all. This is not, coming from the most experienced homeschool in the world. No, this is only getting my third year. But after some trial and error, I found, hey, it's good to have a focus, and it's good to have an outline and a list of what you want your children to learn. And it just kind of works for me. And hopefully it'll give you an idea or a jumping point as to what you want to do with your children this year for homeschool. Have any questions or comments? Let me know. Bye.